Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Orange Teddy here, and I'm back from the Maxi Toys, and welcome to the grand finale of the playthrough of Mario Party 9. And the reason why I say that is because last time we actually did show off some extra stuff, including perspective mode recently this morning, or recently just for today. And today we're going to close the LP off by doing the museum mode. Now, before we actually enter that though, is that, there's something I want to show you something briefly, is that once you actually get into the main menu, you can see there's a little vortex onto the center, on top of the main menu. Is that if you're trying to aim the pointer on the little vortex, it actually says view the stars, and then plus not to mention it will just actually take you immediately into the starry sky, which I'm about to show you just a bit brief for just a second. If you actually point the Wii pointer cursor up the top, then you actually can just jump into it. So yeah, if you hit up, then basically it just takes you some solutions right there. But I'll show you to that when we actually get into the museum mode. So once you press back, it takes you back to the main menu. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the museum mode and see how this checks out. Welcome to museum mode. You can exchange party points you've earned for various points, and yeah, you can also check some records in here too. So yeah, one more thing I've got to mention is that you can actually play this game on solo mode, but I'm not going to be tackling for that because obviously your whole objective for the game is basically clear all 6 stages. And the whole entire thing is just basically takes up to 60 minutes or so, and plus not to mention, you can only select up to 10 playable characters, except the ones in Shy Guy and Kamek, because those two did play for Bowser, so yeah, there's not much I can just say. So anyways, here's museum mode. Basically it's very much exactly like the Mushroom Shop from Mario Party 1 and Woody Tree from Mario Party 2. And I'm pretty sure there was, well, in the later games, Mario Party Island Tours Collectibles mode and Toad's Realm on Mario Party 10. That, well, first off, we have its little stars. They cost around 50 party points, so that there are a grand total of, like, 50 of them, like, 50 of those constellations. And because of that, though, that obviously the whole plot of the game is basically get those mini stars back into where it was during the skies. So yeah, let's go ahead and just view some of the stars, and yeah, I basically purchased every single constellations in my own time. So here we at the constellations part again, but this time we could actually just to see that we could actually shoot those fireworks while using the 1 party point. So yeah, if you're about to go ahead and aim whatever you wanted to with the Wii pointer, is that if you actually press D-pad up and down, you can actually shoot the fireworks anything you wanted to. So yeah, and here we have some bunch of constellations. You know, as I said, there are a grand total of 50 of them. And then once you actually view those constellations, you can actually just read out the informations on what this constellation's information tells us. So if well, what of these things do actually represents from. So yeah, I kind of feel disappointed now it does not have that feature back in Mario Party 10. Well, because of the shorter amount of value to it, but at least even then though, here's Kamek right here, so it's Magic Shell. And then, yeah, it includes the playable characters and some objects and non-playable characters, and including boss battles, so that, well, it actually tells us to recognize the constellations from. So, this music is really beautiful to actually listen to, especially, like, I did actually got that on the CD, so that I want to actually listen to it when I was in a deep sleep or something. So, yeah, that was, the Stars mode, and, yeah, you can pay those for 50 party points, as I said, so yeah, next up we have the stages that, well, not so much stages itself, but I guess like some other unlockables there, like one board, which is DK's Jungle Ruins, that you have to unlock it for purchasing 500 party points. As well as 500 party points, you can also buy Boss Rush. Well, I haven't mentioned this in the Boss Rush mode before, is that Boss Rush is exactly the unlockable mode, so that in order to unlock it, I think you need to actually beat in all 6 of these main bosses, including mid bosses as well. So, and then once you activated that, you can, if you get 500 party points, then you can buy it. And there's also some staff best, like it'll cost around 100 party points, as well as the Calm Master difficulty you can unlock while just purchasing 200 party points. So that you will prepare yourself one of the most trickier calm difficulty players you can actually experience with it. Now, here we are onto the vehicles mode, and honestly, I didn't actually beat the whole game just yet. But the only ones I haven't sort of unlocked everything yet, it will have to be the vehicles themselves. So that, well, I believe there were like 8 of them I haven't collected at the moment, so yeah, I might do that on my own time, so that, well, you can basically change the vehicles whatever you wanted to during the actual boss themselves if you watch some of my actual boss themselves, except the Toad Road and Bob-omb Factory and then Boo's Horror Castle, because I just couldn't buy any sort of vehicles in those 2 boards. So even though I did only select one of them, so there was actually a change vehicle option so that you can select what type of vehicles you want to tickle your fancy and which ones you do like, and those all cost around 200 party points. Yeah, it might be a little bit of a party points grind heavy, so anyway. Next up we have is these records, so that you can check those bunch of records from 3 different variations. Like there's a minigames record that tells us how much time you've beaten and how much points you've beaten throughout the some minigames themselves, you know, just like it does in the previous games. And you know, everything's all accounted for. Like I think there are a grand total of like 7 of these minigames that does contain new records. Well, at least 6 of them in the free-for-all department, and then 1 including from the Goomba bowling right here. So yeah, there's not much I could just say about this here. So yeah, again, I just wish this feature to make a return in Mario Party 10, but sadly not. So and also you can actually briefly look at the time attack records, which you can also briefly look at those at the actual time attack mode itself. So even then you saw my 2 Koopa Troopers records. And here's also the solo records by just actually completing through story mode, so that how much mini stars you'd be collecting. Like in my own time, I actually played as Toad in my own time, and I actually collected 525 mini stars. And as you can see on the middle, right between these 2, is that it actually contains a ranking system. And by the way, these are the mini stars I actually collected from my own time. I think the lesser amount of mini stars I had, it was actually on Boo's Horror Castle. But the most ones out of all, it was actually Bowser's Station. I have lots of that in that board. And yeah, basically it just tells us how much mini stars you'll be collected from every single 6 boards except DK's Jungle Ruins, because that board is a bonus board. And then if you can tell already that in the center between the character and the mini stars count is that it actually has a ranking system. And every time when you actually try to collect some certain mini stars, you actually get some certain ranks. Like for instance, I got superstar rank, like I got over about 450, and the maximum amount it was actually 550. In order to actually, if you grab that, then you can actually get yourselves a true superstar ranking. Now that is definitely the ultimate challenge throughout to me. So yeah, I might do it in my own time just to figure this out. And lastly, we have its music, so it's basically sound test of this game actually has to offer, so you could actually listen to background music, and as well as some voice clips. So although in Mario Party 10 sadly does not have any sort of voice clips at all, which I found was disappointing. But anyway, yeah, you can listen to some minigame music right here as well, and some other tracks in here and there too. So and I believe these music will actually cost around like 100 party points each. So I think there are a grand total like 5 lists of them. So yeah, basically it's not much you can just to say for this little particular segment right here, especially like, you know, sorry for the lack of voice I had. It's probably just because I just felt really ill or something, so I really do apologize for that. But I will eventually gonna be feeling better during some time in the future, so believe me on that. Yeah, now for this little music, as you can see when you hear this minigame, the minigame preparation, that's actually remixed in Mario Party Island Tour for the 3DS. So just to let you guys know that.
Here we
Hey Toad, how's it going, man? Even though you did really well in the some other Mario Parties since Mario Party 5, when you actually first become playable, but you're still growing strong in the playables department, except Mario Party Advance. So anyway, and you could also listen to the these little other voices in here too. So yeah. So yeah, you can listen to those musics, but you have to pay like pay 100 party points in order to do that. So yeah, just to let you guys know that. Right, so let's finish this playthrough off. Well, once again, much like Mario Party 2 and Island Tour, and especially Mario Party 10 playthrough, we're about to close it with the staff credits. So yeah, let's enter into that, and I'll actually discuss what do you think, or what do I think about this game in general, and the final thoughts of it. So yeah, overall Mario Party 9, honestly, I don't think this game wasn't that bad. It's a lot better than than Mario Party Advance on the Game Boy Advance, even though the gameplay is very much exactly the same, except with 4 players in one vehicle. So at least we don't have to deal with those stupid quests or what have you, unlike Mario Party Advance was. Trust me, I despise Mario Party Advance, I just still do. Anyway, enough about that. I found the minigames are a hell of a lot more enjoyable, and the board environment itself is not too shabby either. And especially the character selection screen is a little bit more different than the ones in the other games. Like, the newcomers actually built up like Koopa and Shy Guy and Kamek. Well, technically Kamek mostly, because since Mario Party 4's Beach Volleyball Rally as an extras mode, that Koopa and Shy Guy do make a return. Technically speaking, because well, it's usually the unlockable characters you can think about it. And this little staff credit sequence is basically Mario's traverse through the main hallway while rolling dice blocks and just continue on forward, and basically just meet up with Mario's friends. And yes, including the boss battles in here and there as well, so in case if you probably noticed at this point. Actually, I don't think the lucky spaces aren't effective, I don't think. Wow, so many 10s that Mario actually got. And unlike Mario Party 10, that I had to control Mario in order to actually just flick the Wiimote with well, obviously to actually make it activate the dice block, but here it's automated, so yeah, I don't have to press anything or anything else. So yeah, the visuals, while there's heavily borrowed from New Super Mario Bros. Wii mostly, but I don't mind about it too much. Despite the fact that a lot of people seem to actually dislike how the animations are ripped outright of the New Super Mario Bros. Games, at least Mario's standing position. But I don't mind too much. And yeah, I found again, the minigames are a little bit more fun. Even though there's some minigames I truly despise, like the luck-based minigames, as you probably could imagine. Like the Pure Pressure, Mecha Choice, 10 to Win, and including the 3 boss battle minigames I truly despise too. Like Warp Stomp, King Bob-omb, or in this case Big Bob-omb, the PAL version, as well as Bowser Jr.'s Breakdown. That will have to be the worst boss battle I've actually played. Anyway, and the controls is really good too, even then that it improves the emotion controls even better than Mario Party 8 was. Even though I don't mind Mario Party 8 as well for that, but I just found a lot of the Mario Party games to be a lot of fun, except Mario Party Advance, because you know, I just found Mario Party Advance to be twice as boring. But still, hard to complain about it. But at least the console Mario Party games, including DS and Island Tour, they're a hell of a lot more fun, especially if you play on multiplayer. So anyway, yeah, there's not much I could say about Mario Party 9. I found it a really enjoyable game. At least I had a really great time to actually just to play this game. Even though I don't have many losers whatsoever. Well, despite some minigames I actually did lost in. But at least I actually did win all of the boards since Mario Party 8. But even then, that might give me a bit more choice than that. So the only major gripes I have with the game is that sometimes the dice block system can be a little bit too random for my taste. Like if I was going to make it to the higher roll as possible, And sometimes he actually decides that I'll decide to actually go ahead and do a low amount of rolls. Like, that was so stupid if you ask me, especially in Mario Party 10 and Island Tour, that it makes even downright luck-based now. But I mean, even then, I don't mind too much. And as well as I said earlier, that the luck-based minigames are still present in this game. But even then, I still found this considerably the luck-based of these minigames has to offer. Like, I despise 6 of those luck-based minigames. But the rest of these minigames collection is actually not too bad, not too shabby if you ask me. So, and this is what the stab credits end. So, yeah. So, now if you guys are probably thinking, well, since it is actually going to be, and yeah, this is the last Mario Party game to be released on the Nintendo Wii console before they move on to the Nintendo Wii U sometime in 2015, which was Mario Party 10. And yeah. Now, before we actually end things off, especially the entire Let's Play out, is that if you actually go to the title selection screen, if you shake the Wiimote up and down, you know, just like how it does in Mario Party 8 Shake It Up minigame, so you can see those characters on stars is actually going way fast when they move upwards. So yeah, you can see those playable characters. Playable characters are considerably blue stars. Special guests like the yellow stars, including Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, are special guests like yellow. And the red stars are basically boss battles, so that's basically suggested. So overall, I think that's a really great game. I feel I'm just gonna give us a 8.0 out of 10, despite the luck-based minigames involved here and there. But honestly, that's just how it is. Of these luck-based minigames are present in the other Mario Party games. But hey, at least I'm not exactly sure they actually revealed Mario Party 11 sometime in the next generation console. So you guys are probably thinking that I wish that I was going to do like, what's the next Mario Party playthrough, you might ask? Well, I'm not exactly sure just yet, because it might be a remake playthroughs of Mario Parties 1 through 8. I'm not exactly sure when, but I'll let you guys know in the comments below. So thanks for watching, guys. This is me, Orange Teddy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!